Agora. É o Agora, um programa para conhecer e dar voz a projetos empreendedores, moda de vida e uma nova consciência. Agora, com Ana Margarida Forte.
Programa Agora, por Ana Margarida Forte, a sua plataforma de sucesso. Programa Agora, um magnífico projeto desenvolvido por Ana Margarida Forte, terapeuta de desenvolvimento pessoal, coach de alta performance, palestrante, facilitadora e hipnoterapeuta clínica. Agora, um espaço que dá voz a projetos inovadores e empreendedores, um espaço que renova consciências e modos de vida através de variadas rubricas. Um programa diário imperdível em diversas rádios, como o site parceiro guiadaalma.com.br, contando também com a grande parceria com o programa de rádio Divulgar-te. Agora, este é o seu momento de mudança. Agora.
Olá, saudações, sejam muito bem-vindos. Sim, é um momento de mudança, the moment of change. Por isso é que eu hoje também estou sempre muito feliz quando estou convosco e hoje estou mais ainda porque estamos a abraçar os Estados Unidos e o Reino Unido. Eu hoje vou ter aqui dois empreendedores extraordinários. Quero enviar um abraço muito grande para o Brasil, que estão a celebrar o Dia dos Namorados, como também para todos aqueles que estão a celebrar a alegria e a empreender pelo mundo. Por isso hoje vamos ter dois convidados muito especiais. Unisa, Kamara&Cheryl e Minnette, nós vamos dar aqui as boas-vindas e vamos começar por explicar o que é que eles são. So welcome, thank you so much. We are live on one radio around the world, Radio Metropolitana, and we're also going to be on here. And if you didn't arrive on time, there's no issue because for 7 days, we are going to be live from many countries, from Australia, France, Luxembourg, Brazil, many countries around the world. You just have to choose the time that you would like to be with us, or after we are going to be live in YouTube. So you can share, because today we have two amazing human beings who changed their life, and we are going to be inspired, impressed, and blessed by these two. Unisa Kamara is the former CEO of the Black Liar Entertainment and Kamara Homes in America. He is affiliated with Amaze TV, Ham TV, Foxstar Film Production, RRG Film Productions, The Beat of London radio station, also Blends for Life radio station. Unisa, it's a mentor and it's a motivational speaker. He's also an amazing human being because he also had, and is a author of Walking in My Shoes. We're going to know a little bit more about this book. Television host, radio host, actor, hosting of savings in our next generation, moderating for Black Business Expo, co-founder of both Global Speakers Platform and Kamara Youth. We are going to know a little bit more if you don't know these projects, so please be with us. Also, is a global youth advocate and believes that saving youth is not a lifestyle, is a way of life. And we also have an amazing lady. We have to welcome Cheryl Minnette. Cheryl Minnette, she's regained her vision in life after losing her sight. She has become an inspirational speaker, 3 times best-selling author, one with Les Brown's endorsement, TV and radio host, and is affiliated with RCG Film Production from USA, of course, also, and also from Blends for Life radio station in London. Cheryl is the CEO of Visual Navigation Consulting Sight Loss Awareness Advocate. Can you imagine? Advocate and also co-founder of 2 London-based organizations, Global Speakers Platform and Kamara Youth. She created and hosts the Cooking Black Kitchen, contributing editing for the National Black Unity newspaper, and contributing for Bold Blind Beauty magazine. Cheryl is living as an example of what one can achieve. I'm so blessed and inspired because she was also honored by Women Driven Fearless. And Can you imagine that they accepted to be with us today? One of them is in America, the other one is in London, and I'm in Iceland. Hello, Cheryl. So Unisa is here also. Welcome. Thank you so much. Oh, Mr. Unisa, how are you?
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having us.
Oh, I'm so blessed. Thank you, Cheryl. So Cheryl, she's in the United States, and Unisa is in London. So this is like this. You are always hugging the world, sir. Yes, Cheryl, always hugging the world. Can you hear me? Is it okay? Cheryl, we cannot hear you now. Maybe it's something. If it's not okay, maybe you can, or the microphone, or you can log out and log in again. Because we see you are a goddess, you are beautiful, but we cannot
And you're
hear you.
speaking.
She's speaking, and we can feel it, but we cannot hear you. If you can log out, yes, for some reason. You can log out maybe and log in. Mr. Unisa,
Yes.
please, just tell me, what is this? What a journey. So who is this man? Who was this child? Who make this vision, this goal just to serve other people, have this bigger vision?
Well, the thing is, my father's father was a king in a village called Portugal, and my mother's father was a king of a village called Papel. So I think serving is something that I have been embedded into, has been embedded into me, because I see greatness in everyone, and I believe in people, you know.
I really, but well, you like you said, you've been raised that, your values were that. Hello, welcome, Cheryl. Let's see if we can hear you.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes, blessed, welcome.
Well
This is the thing. We have been before, we tested, we talk about it, but then suddenly it's just for you to be a little, it's just to challenge you. Thank you, welcome. So Cheryl's
Yeah.
from United States. So we have been
Yes.
talking with the prince and the king, Mr. Unisa, and now we welcome a queen. So Cheryl, you are in United States. We're just embracing a little bit the journey of Unisa until now. I'm just going to invite you to share with us, Unisa. When did you realize, because you started to study, you see that you have like tools, you can do different things, but when you had the need to create so many projects besides global, but what do you need? Because you are a host, you are a mentor, you edit it, you create, you are an entrepreneur, so you are always creating something.
The thing was, I was a drug dealer, and seeing my girlfriend shot in the head, me being shot in the neck, I kind of figured this is not for me. This is not the life I was supposed to live. So being in that hospital, I had a nurse that always spoke positive words into me. So when I came home now, my cousin made a bet with me saying, I bet you $1 you cannot create a business without spending money. I love challenges, Anna. If you want to see something, if you want to see something happen, challenge me. So when he made that $1 bet with me, I had to take it, because in my mind, that's an opportunity for me to also change my life from where I used to be to being who I'm meant to be. So I created, my first business was Black Entertainment, which I had 3 cell phones and 3 different voices, 3 different business cards. So I had to create an image where I would tell you, call this person to get in contact with me, when in actuality you were calling me. You understand? But it won't be my voice.
Yes, I do.
It will be somebody else. So I created Black Entertainment, which brought in a lot of revenue. But I started seeing things I was trying to get away from: drugs, guns, and everything. So I created Kamara Homes. And it just started spiraling, because there were kids being killed in the projects, coming from school, and one person trying to hurt somebody else. So I figured, why not buy properties, give it to mothers, families, and get them out of the projects instead of paying their rent to the projects. That those landlords, they can pay me that money on something they can be proud of and take their children out of the projects. So it was just a good feeling seeing all these changes, all these families being so happy, being in their own home, saying I own. So I just started creating businesses, and it's been fun.
I can imagine, but also more than that, of course, it was a business, but at the same time, you created like a safe place for them. You had the
Indeed.
responsibility to create like an amazing environment for them. This is not just homes. You wanted them to be in a safe place with no violence, or at least the minimum.
Correct. It is us. I feel as though we are on a journey, and I always say this to Cheryl. We're on a journey, and we're so confused. We're so unhappy inside. But the day we discover our purpose, our true calling, that's a fulfillment that drives you. It motivates you.
Yes.
You feel elevated when you see smiles on people's faces. And when people see you, you can see the joy in their face. And that itself gives you a sense of accomplishment, knowing that, wow, I'm making a difference in somebody's life. So that's what motivates me. That's what drives me.
Because otherwise, this experience in Earth is so quick that it's amazing when you leave like a legacy. If you touch
Indeed.
just one soul, at least it's me, what I think. When it touches one soul, it's amazing. So you wrote a book. You are author of a book. The name is Walking in My Shoes. I loved it, the name, because normally the people say, oh, you don't know nothing about my life because you don't walk with my shoes. That's why it's amazing. Even normally, sometimes the name of the book is a challenge. So congratulations. Can you
Thank you.
please tell us where we can find, because I know where we can find, for instance, I'm in Iceland, Cheryl, she's in the United States. We are going to be listening all around the world. If someone wants to be inspired by you, all the contacts are in the comments and everything, and you can also look for them in the site. But if someone is just came in this moment and say, okay, where can I find this book?
It's on Amazon, www.amazon.com.
So everyone around the world can have it.
Absolutely.
And did you write the book to inspire,
Yes,
to
I
have
did.
like a legacy, just to say, this is my story, and if I change my life, you can change your life? So you want to be an inspiration to other people. What can you achieve with your book, sir?
Anna, you in my mind. Stop it.
You are a gentleman, sir. You are. He's very naughty, isn't it, Cheryl?
Each and every one of us go through a journey, and nobody's journey is the same. Cheryl walked through hers, you have walked through yours, and nobody can say they have lived a perfect life. My journey in the beginning, with the government in Sierra Leone trying to assassinate us, then moving to America, becoming who I was not meant to be, drugs. And I got into drugs because I used to get beat up, Anna.
Yes.
People used to beat me up, so I needed protection. So I started hanging out with the big boys, and my life just started going a whole different path. So I wrote this book to say, this is who I was, and this is what I started becoming. But if I change my life, I can change my life. I go to the parliament, I can sit with the next prime minister, deal with all these people. Why can't you? We all have the potential. We all have that ability to change. We just have to believe in who we are, who we're meant to be, because we have all the tools that we need to succeed. And that was one of the reasons why I had to put this book out.
And it's amazing. Of course, we are going to speak about the global platform and the other projects, but normally the people say, oh, I cannot change because everything around me doesn't help me. So we know that it will be easier because when you have support, some people have support, some people don't have it. In your case, around you, so everything was completely different, the opposite that you wanted. So you need to change everything. How did you do it?
You know, the thing is, another thing, you say, oh, I cannot succeed because I'm in Iceland. I cannot succeed because I am in Africa or, you know, Brazil. Whatever the situation is, that is your mind. You need to change your mindset. And you, Anna, you expand on the mindset. You understand? It
Yes, sir.
is up to us. I know people that are millionaires now that grew up on the projects. It is you, because if you say, I cannot succeed here, you move somewhere else with that same mindset, what's the change? The only change is you move somewhere else. But if you have the mindset of achievement, of achieving something, you have your goals set. You believe in the laws of attraction, the vibrations of the universe. You believe in you. Believe in me. It's a beautiful world. And nowadays, I used to get so upset, Anna, when I spoke to a young lady. This was over 15 years ago. And she said, I'm tired of my life. There's nothing positive. There's nothing good in my life. Unisa, how did you do it? Because life is so negative. When you speak ill words, negative words, you attract the negativity. Speak.
It's true.
Yeah, you have to believe in what you say. And Cheryl and I always say what you feel and feel what you say. Because whatever you're saying is going out to the universe. If you want success, what plan, what strategy have you put in place? And how do you intend to execute that? You don't need people in the beginning. All you need is you and someone that believes in you. And you can accomplish anything. There's nothing that is impossible, Anna. And I'm sure
It's
you're
true.
aware of that. I'm sure your listeners are aware of that as well.
Yes, that's why I also believe it because I'm alone doing when I say I'm alone, I'm with myself. I'm never alone. But the thing is, normally the people don't still have some resistance to understand that everything is falling apart, and the three of us we are being challenged by life. A lot of times we've been just ourselves, and if you change the way you are thinking because you have the same hard work to have negative positives and positive thoughts, so we just attract what you feel and you think. That's why sometimes you need to just to be with ourselves and to do that, because when you are trained you can be in with millions of people that are saying you are not doing, you are not, you cannot do that, because it doesn't affect you. But when you are starting and you are more sensitive, you really need to be in a safe place. That's why thank you for the Kamara homes. So now I'm just going to invite before going. That's why I feel so honored to also have uh, like these two energies. So Cheryl, welcome. Thank you so much. And when you
Thank
send me your bio, you start to say, well, it's like you were just born there. I lost my sight and I regained my sight. But before that, who was this amazing woman? But today it's gold. You see, I'm like gray and white, and Unisa is many colors. But Cheryl, you are in the gold. You are surrounded by gold. So who is this lady? Who was this young lady? Dreams, expectations.
Well, before the sight loss, I was and am a mother, a sister, a loyal friend. I was someone who believed in people, someone who had many dreams. But things would happen, you listen to what people say to you, and you think sometimes you're just not good enough. So you go the normal route of life. You know, get married, have a job, and you think you're going to go through the years, and then retire and live happily ever after. Well, I had the job, I had the husband, we had the home, the children, but the happily ever after didn't happen. So I transitioned from my marriage, but then shortly after that, I transitioned into the space of being blind and visually impaired into that whole community. And it was very unexpected. I walked into work one day after sending the children to school, walked all, went to work, and within moments of walking into my place of business, my sight was gone. I started seeing red, didn't realize what it was, but when I did realize it, it was the blood. I was actually seeing the blood running through the back of my eye.
Wow.
And that's when my journey began. It just began in an instant. There was no pain, no warning. And then everything went from there. So I've had multiple surgeries. My sight did not return. I have partial vision now. But through it all, when you say, who was I was an independent person. I was someone who was always very resilient. I was an adventurous person. I'm a nature girl at heart. And I'm open to new experiences. I'm open to exploration. So that's where the adventure comes in. And I had to realize that after the sight loss, I was still that person. I never lost that person. I just had something new in my life. And it took me quite a while to realize that, because I was so caught up in the sight loss, and feeling like a victim, that I almost lost myself. But it was when I realized that was when I started regaining my vision in life. So, this is how things
This
happen.
is amazing, because we can be hours here, because when you understand about the metaphysics, we study a little bit the emotional cause of all the diseases, we can understand what's behind that. The people is, this is amazing, because then you create a lot of projects, some of them with Mr. Unisa. So how did you meet? Can you please, Unisa or Cheryl, can you please share with us, how did you connect? Because of course, after you said, Unisa, you're going to attract people that really made a change on their life. But how did you connect and then build up? Amazing.
So you're talking, we cannot hear you. So since you are unable to speak, I'll be more than happy to tell the story.
Yes.
She became a stalker. She became a stalker online. She's stalking me, Anna.
I like your sense of humor again.
I had to get her since she can't speak. Now is the best time.
This is karma.
It is.
See? I think you are doing something.
And she's fighting so hard to get back on.
You want to have a voice, Cheryl, and suddenly he's shutting you up. And he said, even say, I don't know, love.
Yeah, after that, I gotta come back in.
I believe it's better to go out and come in again, Cheryl, because your microphone isn't. It's okay. You are resilient. We will wait for you. Okay? Let me see if she can. Please, Unisa, if you don't mind, can you please help us? So you were a stalker.
She was stalking me, and I couldn't get rid of this woman.
She's amazing.
Now, but the thing was, a friend of hers that they used to work together invited me for an interview. And when I did the interview, she's coming back on. So when I was doing the interview, she was part of that group.
Okay.
And I actually sent her a message saying, hey, how are you? And from there, we started communicating. And after she and I exchanged words, a few months later, my son died. My son got killed. And she was consistently on the phone with me, trying to support me mentally because I was so disarrayed, I was so confused, I was so gone. And, you know, she was like, "So what do you want to do in remembrance of your son?" So that is how we started just building companies, businesses together. But that's how we met. We actually met on Facebook.
That's why now I believe that this, yes, it's amazing how these tools also can heal you and can raise you up. The Facebook, the Instagram, it's amazing. So now I believe that this was for a reason for you to speak in your own words about this. Cheryl, can you speak now? Well, you can speak. The thing is, I think is his plan is something.
I set this up, Anna.
Yes, you did. I believe Unisa choreographed this whole thing so he could tell his side of the story.
I promise my hands are here because I can shut you up, but it's not me, it's him. And his mental energy is blocking you. You know? What is your sign, Unisa? When is your day of birth? Let me see.
21st of April. I'm a Taurus.
That's it. It's and you, Cheryl, because we didn't spoke about that.
The 19th of September.
Oh, so she's super organized, isn't it? Isn't she? She's amazing.
And I'm stubborn.
That's it. So you're a stalker and stubborn. So Cheryl.
Oh, I'm a stalker now. Wait, Anna, I thought she was a stalker.
See, that's right, Aunt, right. He
chased you, didn't he, Cheryl? He chased you. So you invited him. You already shared that you invite him to share his story and about his loss, and it's amazing. So it was already written. I really believe that. So do you normally, when you invited Unisa, you already had the radio show, or you doing? How was the project in the moment that you had?
Oh no, it was not her project. It was her friend's project.
It was a friend's project.
Okay. Yeah, so she had invited me to her show. Friend. Yeah, so when I start engaging in the group is when I'm seeing Cheryl.
Okay.
Right.
So Cheryl, yes, please.
Mm-hmm. No, I was just going to say that I was an administrator for a group, and there was something Unisa put in there, and I had to reach out to him about it. And that's how we started communicating. But he knew me prior to that, which many people in the group did, but that was my first encounter with him.
Okay.
Well, listen, tell the truth. You were stalking me. It's okay.
And that's why now you are one in UK and other in the United States. You have an ocean between. So bless you. So between we go to the global platform. Cheryl, please share with us, how come you host the Cooking by Kitchen? It's amazing. I never saw nothing like this. And now
go ahead.
And the magazines and everything, because you contribute, you write, you support so many projects. So please, how did you, like you said, you didn't want to be a victim, you just want to change your life, but from that to these projects, how did it happen?
I've always been someone expressive with words. And when I was younger, I used to write poetry every so often, but then life happened and I got away from that. But I'm really a writer at heart. So with that, I've been writing, and when it came to the Cooking Blind Kitchen, like Unisa, I received a challenge. Someone challenged me. They said, "You're always talking about food," because I always give food analogies. So they said, wow, I challenge you to go live online and cook.
Wow.
And I was like, you're kidding me, right? Like, how would I do that? And, because when you're cooking, there's so much going on. And then you want me to be doing it live and like engage with the camera and, all of this. So, and I wasn't able to like read recipes, while I'm online. with the sight loss, the limited, vision. So it was definitely a challenge, but like Unisa, I said, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to figure it out. And about, it's 2023, so about 5 years ago, maybe now, 6 years ago.
Wow. Wow.
So for Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving was coming up, the challenge was given to me in November, and I cooked for Thanksgiving.
Wow.
What I did, I said, well, if I'm going to cook, let me just go ahead. I'm going to be cooking anyway, so let me just turn on the camera. And I did like a 24-hour marathon cooking the Thanksgiving meal. And I would like cook a couple of things, and I would stop the programming. I would set up and start cooking like another dish or another couple of dishes online. And although I couldn't read all the comments, I was still talking to them. I was telling them what I was doing. I was giving them cooking tips. And I was
amazing.
The first time I ever did that, and I had so many viewers. I was just shocked.
Of course, because even imagine, because you were cooking even for the blind, but everyone can be blind sometimes. They cannot see nothing. Even how can you express this and feeding people? And this is an art. This is amazing. So it's always challenge you, yes. And about the books, was Unisa challenge, or did you write or you wanted, since you were young already, you had that guts to write the books, the 3 best-selling?
When I said I was a dreamer, I used to dream of being able to write. I would see myself at this desk in front of this huge window, just looking out over, at that time, what I thought was my property, looking out over the acreage of lawn and blue sky, and I would just be writing, and I would get paid.
Wow.
That's the dream when I was younger. Didn't know if it would ever happen or how it would come to pass, but the books I've written so far, because I'm currently working on a solo project, but the books I've written so far are anthologies. The first one was the hardest because I had to go back into like my trauma of the sight loss and really tap into those emotions to let people know how I was feeling. But this last book, which is really like, now I know my purpose, and I really know who I am as a woman, an advocate, as as a mentor, as a coach. I know who I am now. So this last one, which is called The Right to Heal, WRITE, and the number 2, Right to Heal. My chapter in that book is called The Unseen Realities, because as things we were talking about here today, there is more to us than what you see. We go deeper, just the ocean. You see the water, you see the ripples, you see the sun glistening. Well, what about all that goes on beneath the surface of the ocean? There is so much depth, so many facets to people's lives. And this is, people need to understand. And as people get to know me, they get to see that I am not my sight loss.
No, you aren't.
My sight loss is just part of me.
I fall in love because because we've been chatting with this, because she's very nice. I sent her a message. I said, I saw you online. I was Googling because another event, and suddenly the internet, so the hand of God brought me, and I thought, what is this? And I started to study both of you, and now I understand that my intuition was correct. After listening to your voice and your stories and your experience and what you made from that, it's amazing. And one of the things, how did you find us? How did you connect with us? We've been exchanging messages, very nice. And then I said, well, the first thing I saw was the global speaker platform, because it's also one of my areas, and it was amazing. But this sharing is so deep that I really thank you. So if anyone from today or in the next 7 days and after with you two would like to buy your books, so they can also go to Amazon, Cheryl?
Yes, The Right to Heal is on Amazon. Mm-hmm.
Okay, lovely. So another thing. So I'm going to invite you because you don't stop, both of you. I already see that you are hugging the world and you don't stop. So all the contacts are here on our comments on all the radios. There will be all the radios who are going to every day. They're going to share this information. And when I went online, I saw your site. So then, of course, I went to see your Instagrams and everything. And we start like this: want to have a powerful presence. And then it's very nice because it be on stage. What is this, Mr. Unisa? So both of you are connected with the platforms. What is this? Can you please explain me? What do you deliver? Because you train people, you provide opportunities, and you also say becoming highly booked, because there's millions of people like us would like to be coach trainers and everything, but they don't have clients.
Right. So the program itself, it's multifaceted. Okay, just like we are, it's multifaceted.
Yes, it's
So
amazing.
because we want to really help people, to give them exposure, to allow them to elevate in this world, right? This vast world that we live in. Um, with technology, it can be done quickly. And there are many people who have not had the opportunity, or they don't know where to go. There are people who do speaking programs, but they say, well, I want to do the other things. Like, how do I get on radio? How do I get on TV? And when they call the stations, they find out they can't have access.
Yes,
So
the
with
people
our
think it's very
program,
easy. Just to share,
right,
the people think it's very easy to have like a radio show, but it's not.
it's
Because
not.
every time there's another person who comes, for instance, Agora is in the radios for 5 years. Sometimes they ask me, oh wow, the secret is I only bring amazing people who have something to say. It's never empty. Because every radio station said, oh, next year we need to change, or you have something, or there's a sponsorship or something. So it's thank you for saying that, because normally the people think it's very easy.
It's not easy, but with our program, we wanted to give people access. That's the main thing. We want to give
Yes.
people access. So we said, well, there are people who have a story, a message, but maybe they don't know how to craft it, how to put it together, how to deliver it. So we want to deliver so that it impacts the audience, so that they can, you can tap into their emotions and they can connect, right? So that's what you want to do. So we offer
Yes.
the speaker training piece, but then also we want them to be able to have the opportunity to experience TV, radio, speaking on a live stage, doing a virtual, presentation. We wanted to give them like all the different things, so they can say, okay, I've done that, I understand what it is, so that's why we offer these things. We've had magazines contact us, they want to be on board as one of the media. So we have magazine opportunities that they can be a part of. So this is what we offer, and we do this, it's not easy to create these programs and put them out there and do all
Yes, of
this.
course.
We do it because we are servants of humanity. And we believe that there are so many voices. We hear from people every day. We're on different platforms. We engage with people. There are so many stories out there. There are so many people who are really trying to make a difference in their communities and in a larger space. And we feel that this is our way of giving them that opportunity.
Yes, of course. And this is amazing because you have packages. They even are expressed here. So this is the public information. So they can see the project. They have the package here. They can choose what they want. So it's very clear. This is one of the things I was impressed. It's very clear. And they also can be developed by you, because when they are with this, because I believe it's more like a mentorship, yeah, because they can have
Yeah,
access to a lot of these tools, but also you
right.
need Of course, a lot of people that goes to you, they need to change their beliefs.
Yes, which goes back to the mindset that Unisa and you were speaking of earlier. It's the mindset. And once you change someone's mindset, the rest can flow.
Yes.
You see, Anna, if I may just come in.
Please, sir, this is your home. Welcome.
Well, thank you. Can I have a cup of tea? No,
of course, sir. Sir, even with the heart, would you like?
Oh, phenomenal.
Please.
The thing is that a lot of people want an opportunity. A lot of people go knocking at different doors. A lot of people hear a lot of no's. We want to be that home, that family where they can come knock and feel comfortable. That's why we give them all these opportunities. And the thing about Global Speakers Platform is that you can be anywhere in the world and still engage. But the only time we ask that you come to London is for the live stage, because that's why we say it's Global Speakers Platform. Our coaches, go ahead.
Please, sir, can you, Unisa, I'm going to invite you just because the internet just went a little bit down. Can you please, we listen carefully when you said they're going to be on live. The only time they need to come to London when they are going. I know what you're going to say, but can you please repeat, please? They
Absolutely.
need to go to London because they need to be live on the stage. Yeah.
Correct, because the live stage is going to be in London, and a lot of people say, "Well, do I have to come to London right away to engage in the program?" No, they don't need to. They can do everything online. That is what makes us global. That is what we offer them, because everything we do, the magazines, the televisions, the radio, everything is global. So we giving this opportunity globally. So, and when we say we are going to make your name become your brand, your voice become that household voice, is because of what we know we can offer. But one thing we cannot give is a guarantee to say.
That's why I really.
Because you have to invest your time, your energy into what you want. And that's the only way you can succeed. We can give you the tools, but the rest is up to you.
Of course. And you can open the doors, like I was saying, when they give me the privilege. Sometimes the people say, when the beginning say, "Oh, I'm going to Agora. How am I going to sell a lot of books, or I'm going to have more clients?" The thing is, my energy, my focus is to give you voice to the world. So you're going to be 7 days live in many shows in many countries. So they're going to be broadcast from Australia, so many countries. So you just have to share. You just have to share, to connect, because the people are going to be there, the audience from the radios, all the network, even sometimes where they need from the network, when they need someone, they ask me, "Do you have some specialist on this area? Do you have someone?" So when you begin to be with these decisions, to be in the world, connected, serving your own talent, your own mission, I believe that things will happen. But we need to action. You need to continue to do it, because of course, the things are here, but you also need to open an account on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn. You need to share your moment, because that's why I feel so honored. Instead of doing other things, you are here, we are connecting, and it's amazing. I don't know if you'd like to, besides what we've been sharing until now, Cheryl from America. So one day I will meet you there. I don't know, or maybe in London, when you go to London. Or please, when you come to Iceland or to Portugal or to Brazil, it's easier for me. But in London, I lived many years there, and I'm going there I have a lot of friends, so I can meet you, Unisa. Because we never met before. It was our first day.
Please come to London, because London is a beautiful
It's amazing.
place. And I've spent a lot of time in Portugal as well.
Yes?
Because Yeah, I love the resorts. I love the water, but yeah.
So for
But
you to know, Agora, if you like, Agora will be available to support your projects. Please, you already know. I'm also me. When you, whatever I am, with doing any other kind of projects, I really, this is my focus. I'm really a millionaire because I connect with people who are changing, and they're always available to change their own life. And this is, sometimes people say, oh, it's so tiring. Yes, sometimes it is, but when we go with the flow, we will start to see the difference, isn't it, Cheryl? Because you
Yes.
fight a lot. I had a lot of resistance. I fight a lot. Even Unisa, we had to deal with a lot of obstacles, isn't it?
Yes. And you know what's funny, Anna? People ask me, because I'm always smiling. When I met Unisa, and we did a lot of texting, but then when we started doing video chats, he would say to me, "Why are you always smiling?" And I said,
Like,
because there was a time in my life when I couldn't smile.
yes.
So now I smile as often as I can. So it seems like I'm smiling all the time. So
Oh, it's lovely.
it's just a transition in life. It's choices. It's my mindset. I don't have to hear anything or see anything, just to smile. I'll just smile because I am happy where I am. People think I should be down and out because I have sight loss now. I am happier now than I was previously.
I can
So,
imagine. This is amazing. That's why when you go to another stage, you cannot go backwards. This is amazing. That's why sometimes when I'm with the younger ones, the small ones like 10, 12, when they are dealing with some tools like meditation, others, and when you hug your mom, what do? You close your eyes. You don't see it, yeah? You just feel it. It's the same. When you grow up, sometimes you forget about a lot of things. You just need to feel and connect, and you need to choose. So I really appreciate, and it's an honor for you to share your projects, your life here, um, the things that you conquered. I believe that a lot of projects are coming. I don't know if you'd like to share something, so you can invite people, Unisa, and then Cheryl, to do whatever you want. Please invite. It's your time now.
our main focus, I think, right now is Global Speakers Platform. We do have other things that we do, like Kamara Youth, which we do an annual event the last Saturday, or a virtual event the last Saturday of every month. That is a free speaker showcase, and we are on Eventbrite under our youth every month, so you can see who the new speakers are that we're showcasing each month.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, and we have a resource pool of speakers. Sometimes people reach to us because there's and speakers reach out to us because they're looking to be on a platform. But Global
Yes.
Speakers Platform, we really want to help people, assist them in getting their voice out. That's really our main thing. And
So
the
that it
website,
goes. Yes, the website. All the contacts are here, even the Facebook and the Instagram. So you can go and just say, I want to be a speaker, and then they will follow you up after that, isn't it? You,
that's correct. And also, Anna, Camaro Youths, the event that show just spoke about that we have on the last Saturday of every month. We've been doing that for how many years now? And
over
we
2 years.
have over 2 years, and we have different speakers every month,
wow.
10 speakers. So maybe we would, even after the show, you and Cheryl can talk about you being a guest speaker,
Wow.
on our stage. I think that would be phenomenal because being that you expand on the mind, and that is just to cater to the youths. Also, we have many adults that watch us. So we have had entrepreneurs, politicians, entertainers, everyone you can think of. has blessed that platform. But yeah,
It's amazing. It's amazing. So, Cheryl, thank you so much. We are going to wait for the next book. And Unisa, and your book, are you going to go for that, or you are more media, or you like to? Because I see that Cheryl likes to connect with more words. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Minnette. Yeah, that show is my mouthpiece, Anna, because
You love it.
there's some things sometimes I don't want to do. She'll call me up and say, "We have a show to do on Anna's show." I'm like, "I'm busy. I have something to do." No, you have to be there. It's at this time. I'm like, I had to call my PA, cancel this, cancel that. The lady has spoken. But yeah,
That's why I really
we're
appreciate
working
it.
on another book that show already decided on the name. It's not Unisa that decides on the name of the next book.
No.
No, I'm just like, yes, ma'am.
Oh, it's Miss Minnette. She's the one who's in charge.
Oh,
You
Lord have
are
mercy.
so you are so lucky, because at least she's amazing with the words. I'm going to share something with all the listeners, because even in WhatsApp, sometimes I was closing my eyes, I was listening to her voice. She's an amazing voice. So even today there was a lot of challenges with the internet. Thank you so much. Thank you for open your heart and your time to me, because you were so nice. She was even checking with me yesterday. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for picking Miss Unisa to come here today, because I believe it's busy. That's the thing. I'm really honored. Thank you so much. So if I can support in anything, it's here. I'm so honored that Global Speakers Platform is here today with these two amazing human beings. And please, just you have on your comments, you have here, you can go on site. Just go there, try to see if you are strong enough, you have brave enough to change your life, isn't it? I don't know if you have any last message, just to thank to our audience. We are still live in a radio show, and during this week we are going to have you are going to attend more radios, and then it's going to be on YouTube and in other platforms.
Well, I'm old-fashioned. Ladies first. Sorry?
I said you're a man of many words.
Cheryl is.
You're breaking
Oh,
up.
and just allow me to send my regards. He's Polish. He's living in Iceland. He just went for many. He's here now live. He just came from many countries: Poland, Denmark, everything. He's amazing. It's Bart. So you see, we are touching people that goes around, and he said amazing, lovely people. See, so we never know who we are going to touch.
Indeed.
Who is going to listen?
The thing that I want to say to everyone who's watching or who's listening, this is your journey. And I've stated this so many times. What legacy do you want to leave behind? How do you want people to remember you? What are you doing to support your family, your community? What is it that you think that you need to achieve? Because you don't want to be the one that keep asking people all the time, can I have, can I this? You want to be the one that people can depend on. Change your life. And that is what Global Speakers Platform is given to you. If you're a speaker, coach, an entrepreneur, and you need that global stage, I can guarantee you one thing is that we can get you globally known. Reach out to us. Let us support you while you're supporting those that you love. Thank you, Anna. It's an absolute
Thank you, Nisa. It was amazing. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It was amazing. Cheryl, would you like to say something?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, of course. Now perfectly. Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. So what I would like to leave, the words I'd like to leave are, when you come into this world, you are born with the power to overcome every challenge that comes up against you. Believe in yourself. Do not give away your power to anyone or anything. You too can be resilient as long as you persevere. You may not know where you're going, you may not know what the outcome is. You know, sometimes we're going down a stairway that winds, but we can't see around the corner, but we keep going because we know we're going to get to where we need to be. And that's how it is in life. Just believe in yourself, believe in the process, and know that it will work out because you were born with all the tools that you need to succeed. And success is different for everyone, but for you to succeed, you can overcome. Thank you, Anna. So appreciate it.
Oh, I'm blessed. Thank you for picking my call. You see, I'm really in heaven now. Thank you so much, Global Speakers Platform. So please stay tuned with us today and in the next 7 days, and then you can cope with us on YouTube and all the radio about Agora. Also, www.radioagora.com. Thank you so much. Bless.